Howdy, hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with TruBluBlur.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. Crassus City. So we're basically just doing challenges now?
Yeah,
Okay.
find the doppelganger race, because it's generally the easiest one.
Who's he going to race?
Sonic. That's why it's a doppelganger race.
Oh, right, okay. I think where my mind got crossed was more like the challenge that you do that's like a super special character that like... the boss battle, essentially. Like the
the rival battles.
The other rival battle,
Yeah,
like how there was Shadow and then
Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
Who's the one for this sections?
Well, think about the modern games. What hedgehog would you fight?
Sliver. No, I think I mentioned it before that Peter Netter or whatever.
Ow.
That
was
one's
boosting.
That one's Sonic fan guy that I think you're aware of. Peter
Yeah.
Netter. The way he says "sliver" is just amazing.
Oh, man.
I wish I could do it. I can't make my voice do it because I'm not prepubescent.
Right? Yeah.
My voice doesn't really crack that much anymore.
Yeah.
I have that smooth baritone voice.
Yeah, I totally did that. Other way. There we go.
You know, that reminds me.
I did it again.
Um,
Not paying attention.
You were fairly musical when I met you.
Uh-huh.
Like back in 2011.
The doppelganger was dead on the road there.
Oh.
That's so funny.
What did you... Did you sing or did you like play I don't actually remember.
I am a singer, yeah.
Yeah.
Only a hobbyist singer. I would love to be more than that, but it's expensive to get into.
Yeah. Plus, like,
I
now,
missed.
like... So, here's a topic of discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I think Omega Wolf would want to get in on, but
Oh, yeah.
we can always discuss this on a later thing, on a later video, and see if he has any more input.
Mm-hmm.
Modern music doesn't really value vocal talent anymore.
Oh, that really depends on the genre. That isn't necessarily true. Pretty much any rock that you listen to is still going to be pretty focused on that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you compare a lot of rock now to rock in like the 80s and 90s, you'll find that in that era it was actually a lot more focused on the guitarist than the vocalist than it is now. The guitarist was more the star of the show, and now it's a lot more focused on the singer than it ever used to be.
Frankly, I think it should have been more focused on the guitarist. That's just my opinion. I mean, you have shows like American Idol, right?
Yeah.
Where it's taking something that's, getting big in the music industry is really hard. It's really, really hard, and there's a lot of work that has to be put in it. Like if you're doing like the conventional route, where you're forming a band and you're slogging through, getting gigs and getting basically not paid.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know,
At least
you have
at
to
first.
work so hard, spending a lot of your own money. It's almost like doing the YouTube kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, because there's no promise that I'm going to make it big here on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally none whatsoever. In fact, I think that some of our episodes are worth watching, but are there episodes that aren't quite as good? Absolutely. You know?
Happens, yeah.
It's kind of hit or miss, and it's kind of the same thing with any kind of performance.
Yeah.
But there's literally no promise that I'm going to make it big whatsoever.
For sure.
It's, and I'm not really a people person.
Yeah.
So, but then again, neither is like Jack Black.
No. Almost painfully so in his
Yeah.
case. He hates that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's actually interesting. Introverts tend to make... Do you think that introverts tend to make better art? Or more meaningful art?
Honestly, in a lot of cases, art in that sort of sense breeds introverts, in my opinion. Someone who's going to be artistic like that is more likely to end up becoming an introvert. Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
That wasn't hard. But as far as like quality wise, if someone is still an extrovert and they're artistic, I wouldn't necessarily say that there's much of a distinction there.
Yeah.
I would say that an introvert, I suppose, would be more likely to
More inclined to hone the craft.
To sit down and actually just do that.
Whereas an extrovert would probably just kind of bank on their already existing.
Well, not that so much as they would have a harder time not being around people for that long.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because an introvert needs to recharge away from people, where an extrovert recharges by being with people.
Yeah.
So the practice necessary becomes more difficult at that point.
Right.
But that, is a relatively small distinction. If you can manage to get the skills either way, then it kind of doesn't matter.
True. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of, I guess I'm very introverted. I don't know. I just, I don't know. I wonder if there's a, because when you're an extrovert, all your skills are kind of laid bare. You know, like if you've got some sort of skill, you're probably good at communicating what those skills are.
In a lot of cases,
with somebody who's introverted, they're probably not advertising their own skills as much as like an extrovert would be.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's a inherent bias there, just that introverts make better things.
Hard to say.
Yeah, but I mean, there could actually be a kernel of truth to it. Frankly, I know that a lot of, I think it harkens back to the thing that I brought up before with modern music. Is that the way that they're picking artists now very much lends itself more to somebody who is extroverted than what it used to be, where somebody who's introverted really stood a chance if they worked really, really, really hard, and they had just as much of a chance as somebody who was extroverted.
Right.
Because
you have to keep in mind, as far as like what you're saying about how they're picking. That's only shows like that, when it comes to the actual industry, that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah. Well, our modern music lends itself to less skill. You don't have to have as much skill to create the same level of art now.
Dang it.
So to speak. So like take Queen, right? Bohemian Rhapsody. That song was written by one person, like the lyrics.
Yes, keep in mind, though, he was kind of a musical genius, even aside from...
True.
He was... really? He was... there's nothing standard about that man.
Yeah, true.
Camera.
But there was... Back then, there was much more focus on actually making something that was good. I mean... More so than just like now somebody's making it for a paycheck, basically.
In a lot of cases, yeah.
And that's why I tend to watch more things like on YouTube, because a lot of people make this and there's no,
I'm not going to win.
They're making it because they want to make it.
Right.
That I guess that's sort of the thing I'm getting towards, is that...
Oops, I lost.
They're making it because they want to make it and they're not getting a paycheck. And a lot of the American, especially like if you look at electronic music, techno, that kind of thing. If you listen to electronic music from, Europe, very raw stuff, even if it is produced, it's not so heavily produced that you can tell.
Okay.
In the United States, it's so has to be perfect. It has to be so heavily produced. That's this does not sound natural. And there's, it's with music made by actual people, like guitars and not electronic music. There's a natural inconsistency. There's a natural there's natural flaws which make it sound more. What's the word I'm looking for? That's another word for natural. It just sounds like it was made by a human. Yeah. Basically, because there's natural flaws and inconsistencies in it that would only exist by somebody who really loves what they're doing.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's not as automated.
Yeah. And even though it's not as pronounced in electronic music, because it's definitely like if you're playing something with your fingers, there's, you're going to be playing a note like a quarter of a quarter of a quarter of a quarter of a like off tempo.
Right.
There's actually like scientists have actually studied like why can you tell whether if you're playing the same instrument on a computer and in somebody's hands, most people can usually tell that it's actually being played by a person.
Right.
Because of those natural inconsistencies.
Yeah, for sure.
Even still, even getting rid of that, if you compared unnatural, I suppose, electronic music to like American style modern electronic music, very, very much it sounds to that degree more manufactured. It's sort of a similar level of the Uncanny Valley almost.
Yeah.
It's an Uncanny Valley sort of thing.
Crumb.
Yeah. And I don't know if, like, a lot of people would be able to tell the difference. I'm just, like, really familiar with electronic music.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who listen to electronic music is like, oh, it's all the same. Or it just kind of sounds the same. Or, oh, it's all just techno or whatever.
Right.
They don't really see the nuance of it being, jungle versus acid versus, happy hardcore versus this versus, they don't really see the value in labeling it as such.
Yeah.
Whereas I would.
For sure, yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah. So to notice that subtle nuance is sort of like lost on people, and it's sort of hard to explain something. It's like explaining a new color, that you haven't that somebody hasn't seen before.
Yeah.
How do you explain the color purple to somebody who's never seen the color purple?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But this is kind of the music's kind of different than what I would expect it to be.
That's because it's based on the type of mission rather than the level.
Oh, because it doesn't sound like Flamecore,
right?
Or, oh, you succeeded. Wow, you like barely. Yeah.
Died several times. I failed the doppelganger race, so I had to go get something else.
Omega Wolf and I have been kind of slacking on Sonic Mania.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I might try to make him do that with me today.
One more key.
Oh.
No, I didn't want to stop here. I need another key. Let me go. This is unnecessary. Gotta do something in this level now. Gotta get up higher.
Wait, when did we save the crocodile guy? I don't remember the cutscene for him.
That's because you were talking about your friend.
Oh, right. The one. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. I guess I was sort of focused on that.
You were a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I get into talkative modes from time to time.
Yeah.
Which is good for what we're doing.
You're right. Yes, indeed.
Planet Wisp. Turn into the orange rocket and reach the goal in time. So this is just like a trial or something?
Yeah.
This is to get one of the keys?
Yes.
Ah.
The homing attack.
Do they home onto you?
No, but I thought I had landed.
Oh.
Oops, I'm over.
Oh no! Oh, it moved it up a little
It did
bit.
move it up a little.
So where would you rank Sonic Colors on your master list of rankings?
Oh, oops. I would say it's a really solid game. I like it a lot. It's not perfect, but I don't like it as much as Generations, because Generations kind of made the that made the controls a bit more streamlined.
Uh-huh.
But it's a very good game.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like it takes all the good stuff from Colors and kind of uses them in it. Oh my gosh, whoa.
With 3 of them, yeah.
So does it go for a certain distance?
The rocket? Yeah, it's basically timed.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to go between those. I guess not. Where do I go? This way. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So anything new been going on?
Kinda, yeah. I've got a anime convention coming up that I'm planning on going to.
Oh, cool.
Gonna go to Kamuricon, which is a Portland-based convention.
Oh. If I would have known, I probably would have gone.
Yeah.
Also, if I had money.
That too.
How much is it?
Geez, I want to say 60.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's for all 3 days.
Oh.
Crumb.
Anybody you're gonna see there? Like as far as
A few people, yeah. One of my online friends and a couple. Oh, I missed the button. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted, I guess. I've got a couple of cosplay friends I'm gonna meet up with there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anybody you're hoping to see as far as talent there? As far as people who are scheduled to be there? Or are you just going for...
Probably, but I can't think of anyone in particular.
Ah.
No.
Oh! So basically you have to rocket into the end of the mission?
Yes.
Oh, that... Does it...
Okay.
There we go.
I got it.
Excellent. So that's the last key, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll unlock the boss fight.
Okay, so
Let me go grab the key real quick.
So if you go over to the boss gate, is it going to force you to go in there?
No.
Okay. So they'll go ahead and unlock the gate.
And then call it.
And then call the episode.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good place to go.
Yes, indeed. So I've got this boss fight and then the rival battle, and then we'll unlock the final boss.
Alrighty. Opening the portal.
Indeed.
Alright.
All right.
The boss gate is now open. The hatches are open. Head through to face off against the boss. Big boss.
Yes,
Naked
indeed.
Snake. I think, isn't he called Naked Snake?
I don't
Cause
actually know.
Because Snake Eater, I think he's called Naked. I think that one's called Naked Snake.
Huh.
And then Solid Snake is the one from the Twin Snakes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But Naked Snake becomes Big Boss,
Oh, there you go.
I think. Anyway,
Ever played this Metal Gear?
it's convoluted.
Yeah.
Don't ever. It's more convoluted than the Sonic lore.
That's scary.
But anyway, so this is Frakbox.
This is TruBluBlur.
Have a great day.
Keep running fast.